Hi children, this is our second video. In this video, I will explain how to do simple problems using trigonometric ratios. Here is a problem to you. In triangle ABC, it is given that BC is equal to 5 cm and AC is equal to 13 cm. We need to find out sin A, cos A, tan A, sin C, cos C and so on. So to find out sin A, you know that with respect to acute angle A in this right triangle, angle A is equal to sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. We can get sin A directly. But in case of cos A, we need adjacent side by hypotenuse. So that means we need to find out side AB. So how do you find side AB? So you have to remember our Pythagoras theorem. You know, in a right angle triangle, the square of the hypotenuse is equal to sum of the squares of other two sides. Using that formula, you can find AB. So AB square plus BC square is equal to AC square. That is AB square plus 5 square is equal to 13 square. Then AB square plus 5 square is equal to 169, like this. From this, AB square is equal to 169 minus 25, that is equal to 144. So when AB square is equal to 144, you can write 144 as 12 square. Therefore AB is equal to 12. So you got AB is equal to 12. Now we find our required trigonometric ratios. Then sin A is equal to BC by AC, that is 5 by 13. When cos A is equal to adjacent side by hypotenuse AB by AC, that is 12 by 13. And now tan A, what is tan A with respect to A? This is the opposite side and this is just adjacent side. Tan A is equal to opposite side by adjacent side, that is BC by AB, that is equal to 5 by 12. Or you can find tan A in another way. If you know both sin A and cos A, you can write tan A is equal to sin A by cos A, that is 5 by 13 by 12 by 13, that is equal to 5 by 12. That is okay. Now we have to find out sin C, cos C and so on. That means now you have to look from this angle C. With respect to this acute angle C, we need to find out sin C, cos C and so on. So with respect to this angle C, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side. So in this case, you know all the sides. Now you can apply trigonometric ratios. Sin C, with respect to sin C, this is the opposite side by hypotenuse, that is AB by AC, that is 12 by 13. Now cos C is equal to adjacent side BC by AC, that is 5 by 13. Then tan C is equal to, this is the opposite side by adjacent side, that is AB by BC, that is 12 by 5. You want cot C. Cot C is nothing but you can use sin, cos and sin. Cos C is equal to cos C by sin C. You already find out cos C is equal to 5 by 13 and sin C is equal to 12 by 3. Writing them in this place, you simplify it and you get 5 by 12. Or in another way, you can write cot C is equal to reciprocal of tan C, that is 1 by tan C, that is 1 by 12 by 5, that is equal to 5 by 12. Okay. Now we discuss another example. That is, in a triangle XYZ, angle Y is right angle, XZ is equal to 17 centimeters and YZ is equal to 15 centimeters. Find sin X, cos Z, tan X, cosecant Z and secant Z, so on. So again, we have to observe our triangle. You have to draw the triangle rough figure ourselves. Then it is a triangle, right angle at angle Y. You can draw the figure like this: X, Y, Z. Y is 90 degrees. it is given that yz is equal to 15 centimeters and xz is equal to 17 centimeters. We have to find out sin x, cos z and so on. So these two are the acute angles. So now x is the acute angle. It is given that yz and xz, you have to find out xy also. So again you can apply Pythagoras theorem, xy square plus yz square is equal to xz square. That is xy square is not known, xy square plus yz square is 15 square and xz square is equal to 17 square. From this xy square is equal to 17 square minus 15 square, that is 64. Then xy square can be written as 8 square, xy is equal to 8. Now with respect to x, what is sin x? What is sin x? You know, sin x is opposite side by hypotenuse, that is yz by xz, that is 15 by 17. Now we want tan x. Tan x with respect to x, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side, that is zy by xy 15 by 8. Now with respect to z, we need the trigonometric ratios. We want cos z. Cos z, in case of this angle z, this is the adjacent side and this is the hypotenuse and this is the opposite side. So cos z is the ratio of adjacent side to hypotenuse, that is yz by xz, that is equal to 15 by 17. Now cosecant z, we want cosecant z. What is cosecant z? Cosecant z is the ratio of hypotenuse to the side opposite to the acute angle. So here the acute angle is z, this is the hypotenuse and this is the side opposite to the acute angle z. Therefore cosecant z is equal to hypotenuse xz by the opposite side to z is xy, that is 17 by 18. Now secant z. Secant z is with respect to z, this is the adjacent angle and this is the hypotenuse. Secant z is the ratio of hypotenuse to the side adjacent to angle z, that is xz by zy, that is 17 by 15. Okay. Now consider another example. It is given that if 3 tan a is equal to 4, find sin a and cos a. Here is angle a is the acute angle and you have to assume that that is the angle in a right triangle. Right angle at B, like this. You have to draw the rough figure like this. You know, tan a, 3 tan a is given that 4. From this tan a can be written as 4 by 3. So you can assume that tan a is the ratio of side opposite to the acute angle A by side adjacent to the acute angle A. So now when you draw the rough figure like this, triangle A, angle A, B, C, right angle at B, then from this figure tan A is equal to opposite side BC by adjacent side AB. But it is given that tan A is equal to 4 by 3. You can write 4 as the opposite side and 3 as the adjacent side. That means BC by AB is equal to 4 by 3. Again in this triangle you need to find AC, hypotenuse. You can apply Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square, that is 4 square plus 3 square, that is 25, and it can be written as 5 square. Therefore AC square is equal to 5 square, AC is equal to 5. Now you can find the required trigonometric ratios. What do you find to need? That is sin A. Sin A is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse, that is BC by AC, that is 4 by 5. And cos A is equal to adjacent side AB by AC, that is equal to 3 by 5. Now we are going to find trigonometric ratios of some specific angles like 30 degrees, 45 degrees, 60 degrees, 90 degrees, 0 degrees, and so on. Now we discuss how to find the specific angles of 45 degrees, ratios of the specific angle 45 degrees. To find the values of trigonometric ratios for angle 45 degrees, we have to consider a right angled isosceles triangle. Right angled isosceles triangle like this triangle ABC, right angle at B, and with equal sides A and A. So this is a right angled isosceles triangle with side A units. In isosceles triangle, you know that two sides are equal. That's AB is equal to BC is equal to A units. From this, you can find the hypotenuse AC. So by Pythagoras theorem, AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. That is A square plus A square. So AC square is equal to 2A square. Then AC is equal to square root of 2A square. You can read it as root 2 into root A square. That is root 2 into A units. So you remember, in an isosceles right triangle, the hypotenuse is always root times its side. So okay, now you know the three sides of this right angle triangle. Now when it is an isosceles right triangle, if it is 90 degrees and AB is equal to BC, then angle A is equal to angle C. That is angle is opposite, so equal sides are equal. That means this is angle A is 45 degrees and angle C is 45 degrees. So 90 is divided into two equal parts. It is 45 and 45. Now with respect to angle A, that means angle A is equal to 45 degrees. We have to find out our trigonometric ratios. So now we want sine 45 degrees. Sine 45 is equal to opposite side by hypotenuse. That is A by root 2A. A by root 2A. By simplifying it, we get 1 by root 2. Like that, cos A, cos 45 degrees is equal to AB by AC. Again, A by root 2 into A, it is 1 by root 2. Tan 45, BC by AB, A by A is equal to 1. Cosecant 45, reciprocal, AC by BC, that is root 2A by A cancelled, root 2. Secant 45, hypotenuse by adjacent side, root 2A into A by A, that is A cancel, you get root 2. Cot 45, adjacent side by opposite side, A by A, that is 1. So you got the values of trigonometric ratios for 45 degrees like this. Now we have to find out the trigonometric ratios for 30 degrees and 60 degrees. To find out these values, you have to consider an equilateral triangle. In an equilateral triangle, you can find 60 degrees. Each angle is 60 degrees, and with a side of 2A units. 2A units. Now we see this is an equilateral triangle ABC. You know, in equilateral triangle all sides are equal. We are considering an equilateral triangle with side 2A units. This is 2A, 2A, 2A. And draw a perpendicular from C to AB to meet at D. When you draw this perpendicular line, it bisects angle C and the opposite side AB also. When AB is bisected, it divides into two equal parts. That is AD is equal to DA. That means AB is equal to 2A, so AD is equal to A and DB is equal to 2 equal parts. From this, you can observe one right angle triangle ADCR. So each angle is 60 degrees like this. Since angle C is bisected, again this angle is equal to 30 degrees and this angle is equal to 30 degrees. And the angle A is already 60 degrees there. Now, with respect to 60 degrees, we have in triangle ADC, we have two sides. This is A and this is 2A. But you don't know CD. Again, since it is a right angle triangle, you can apply Pythagoras theorem. Pythagoras theorem. So in this triangle we want CD, that means AD square plus CD square is equal to AC square, like this. Then CD square is equal to AC square means AD square, you can write it. What is AC square? From the figure AC square is equal to 2A square, and AD square is equal to A square. That is 4A square minus A square. CD square is equal to 3A square. We want CD, taking square root on both sides. CD is equal to root 3 into A square. The distributing square root, it will become root 3 and it will become A. This is root 3 times A units. Remember, in an equilateral triangle, the height is equal to root 3 times its side, its base. Root 3 times its base, remember. Now we want the values of trigonometric functions with respect to angle A. So what do you see? Again, you can consider our triangle ADC here. That this is A, this is the CD is root 3 times A, and AC is 2 times A. Now you can find sine 60, cos 60 and so on. Again sine 60 with respect to A, sine 60 is CD by AC, root 3 times A by 2A. Simplifying this, we get root 3 by 2. That is sine 60 is equal to root 3 by 2. And cos 60 is equal to adjacent side AD by AC. A by 2A, that is half. Tan 60 is equal to CD by AD, root 3 times A by A, that is root 3. And cosecant 60 is the ratio of AC by CD. AC by CD, that is 2A by root 3 times A, 2 by root 3. And secant 60 is AC by AD, hypotenuse by adjacent side, that is 2A by A, that is equal to 2. And we want tan 60. What is tan 60? We already got it. Tan 60 is equal to CD by AD, AA cancelled, that is root 3. Now we come to cot 60. Cot 60 is equal to adjacent side by opposite side, A by root 3 times A, that is AA cancelled, and that is 1 by root 3. So we got the trigonometric ratios of 60 degrees like this. Sin 60 root 3 by 2, cos 60 of tan 60 root 3, cosecant 60 is equal to 2 by root 3, secant 60 is equal to 2, cot 60 is equal to 1 by root 3. Now we want the same ratios for with respect to 30 degrees. You can consider 30 degrees now. This is the acute angle now. From this acute angle, you have to take the corresponding sides. So with respect to 30, you know, this is the opposite side and this is the adjacent side, this is the hypotenuse. So what is sine then? What is sine C? Sine C is nothing but AD by AC. AD by AC, A by 2A. This is equal to AA cancelled half. Cos 30, adjacent side, CD by AC, root 3 times A by 2A, AA cancelled, and you get root 3 by 2 like this. Tan 30, opposite side, AD by adjacent side, CD, that is A by root 3 times A, AA cancelled, 1 by root 3. Cosecant 30, cosecant 30, this is AC hypotenuse by opposite side AD, that is 2A by AA cancelled, and its values 2. Secant 30, hypotenuse AC by adjacent side CD, that is 2A by root 3 times A, it is 2 by root 3. We want cot 30 is adjacent side by opposite side CD by AD, root 3 times A by A, cancelling this, you get root 3. So these are the trigonometric values for 60 degrees and 30 degrees. You can observe that some relation is there between these angles, angle A and angle C, and that is 60 degrees and 30 degrees. You can observe that what is sin 60? Sin 60 is equal to root 3 by 2, and you can observe here cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. That means you can remember that sin 60 is equal to cos 30 is equal to root 3 by 2. Both are equal. When observing cos 60 and sin 30, cos 60 is equal to half and sin 30 is equal to half. That means when the sum of these two acute angles is equal to 90, then the values of cos and sin will be equal. That means sin A sin A is equal to cos B is equal to sin A is equal to cos B when A plus B is equal to 90 degrees. That means 60 plus 30 is equal to 90. Then you can say sin A is equal to cos B. Like this you can observe tan 60 is equal to tan 60 is root 3, which is equal to cot 30 root 3. Cosecant 60 is equal to secant 30 2 by root 3. Secant 60 is equal to 2, that is equal to cosecant 30 2. Cot 60 is 1 by root 3, that is equal to tan 30 1 by root 3. So you can observe the relation like this. So you can observe that. So from this you can observe that angle A and angle C are acute angles, and sin A is equal to cos C when angle A plus angle C is equal to 90 degrees. In the next video we will see how to find the trigonometric ratios of 0 degrees and 90 degrees.